Revolutionary greetings, comrades. As part of our international work, in our international series today, we are having a solidarity lunch as the African Diaspora Forum. African Diaspora Forum represents about 34 African migrant countries or communities that are based in South Africa. We work with progressive South Africans. We have Asian countries, 3 or 4 of them, that participate as full members of the African Diaspora Forum. We seek to build a solidarity movement as the African Diaspora Forum. We have been, over the years, asking every progressive person to give solidarity to migrants who are in the manner under attack from some sections of the community. The danger in always asking for solidarity from others is that we then forget that there are also other people across the globe that live under oppression. It is therefore necessary for us as the African Diaspora Forum this afternoon to host the ambassador of Cuba to South Africa, the ambassador of Palestine to South Africa, and the ambassador of Venezuela to South Africa for a solidarity lunch to understand the challenges that the people of Cuba, who for close to 6 decades have been under an economic embargo from their powerful neighbor, the United States of America. Cuba has never enjoyed freedom because of the economic embargo. But Cuba has gone out of its way to give solidarity to others. It is Cuba that assisted a number of African countries in their struggle against colonialism and apartheid by assisting with military hardware, providing military training to such countries. It assisted Umkhonto weSizwe, assisted the people of Namibia, assisted us in Zimbabwe through an alliance with the ZIPRA, as led by ZAPU. It fought against the UNITA in Angola, notwithstanding the economic embargo that Cuba is under for close to 6 decades. What is interesting about Cuba is that when they sent their comrades to fight an imperialist war in Angola, they never demanded any mineral rights or oil rights for that matter. They never entered into any agreements with those that they assisted for payback. What they only did was to carry the body bags of their fallen comrades back to Cuba for a decent burial. So Cuba over the years, as led by Fidel Castro, has taught us about the need of solidarity. It is in this background that as the African Diaspora Forum, we think it is very critical for us as leaders of migrant communities in South Africa to understand the struggles of the people of Cuba and begin to play an active role collectively as migrants and the progressive South Africans to support and defend the Cuban Revolution. The people of Palestine are under attack from apartheid Israel. We see on daily basis their homes being bombed by Israel. They've lost their properties. Family members have died in this war against the people of Palestine. No sanctions have been imposed on Israel for what it does in Palestine. The people of Palestine know no peace in the land of their forefathers. As the African Diaspora Forum, we also understand that there are other emerging states in Africa, like Southern Cameroon, which we have, of course, not discussed as the African Diaspora Forum, because when we established the African Diaspora Forum, we said we will be guided by the African Union, work mainly with countries that are members of the AU, but that does not mean that we do not work with the comrades that are part of the emerging new African states. But it is therefore critical that we give solidarity to the people of Palestine. For us to give solidarity to the people of Palestine, it's important that as the migrant communities, we understand the daily struggles of the people of Palestine, so that we are able to give practical solidarity until the people of Palestine are free. The late President Nelson Mandela said, South Africa cannot be free if the people of Palestine are not free. And indeed, we cannot celebrate our freedom in our different African countries if the people of Palestine are not free. We need to give practical solidarity to the people of Palestine. The people of Venezuela are also facing serious challenges. Venezuela is under sanctions, but we know that Venezuela is rich in oil. But the people in Venezuela are poor, they are going through challenges, not because of mismanagement of the economy, but because of the sanctions that are imposed on Venezuela, which has resisted over the years a takeover by puppets of the West. We remember President Chavez for his role that he played in South America in the Bolivarian Revolution. It is also important for us as members of the African Diaspora Forum, progressive South Africans and migrant communities, to understand the struggles in Venezuela. We hope that the ambassador of Venezuela to South Africa will share in detail the challenges that face, so that all of us can begin to give practical solidarity to the people of Venezuela. So the African Diaspora Forum is a pan-Africanist organization that seeks to promote African unity. This is why, as the African Diaspora Forum, we have established a number of commissions. One such commission is social cohesion, that seeks to build peace in our communities. But as we seek to build peace in our communities in South Africa, we also understand that there are communities that are not in peace. Communities in Palestine, communities in Venezuela, communities in Cuba, and in many other countries, Western Sahara, Eswatini, and in many other countries. So this is the first part of our contribution to international solidarity as the African Diaspora Forum. We will continue to engage other organizations. And of course, we will engage the European ambassadors as part of building peace, as part of addressing the question of push factors, why we have so many migrants in South Africa. So the African Diaspora Forum is committed to attend to these critical matters so that we build peaceful communities, not only in South Africa, but in our different countries. Please share your views on what you understand to be the challenges in the different countries. We know that at times we are fed propaganda. I know when I posted about Mama Gaddafi on my Facebook page, people shared different views, and you could tell when you read that some are victims of imperialist propaganda. We seem to consume Western propaganda, consume propaganda that seeks to discredit us as Africans. We're not saying we've not made mistakes, or those before us have never made mistakes. They have. But how do we build peaceful communities in Africa? Please share your views. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and please circulate this feed. Otherwise, forward to international solidarity forward.